Alright, this is it. 24 years of gaming has built up to this moment. Welcome to my dream gaming room. A ton has changed ever since my last video over a year ago, and I am so excited to show you guys how the whole setup has evolved. Whether it's editing, gaming, scripting, recording, all of the magic happens right here. For those of you who aren't familiar with the channel, my name is Positive Pressure. I am a tech content creator for both TikTok and YouTube. Everything that you guys see in this video is going to be linked in my links.co page that's in the description of this video. But without further ado, let's take a tour of my dream gaming room. Starting off with the building blocks of the setup, we have two IKEA Carlby countertops, one 74-inch and one 98-inch sitting on four IKEA Alex drawers, creating a perfect L-shaped desk layout. Sitting nicely in the corner, we have the star of the setup, my custom-built PC. Now bear with me here, because there's a lot of parts I'm about to list. This build is rocking an AMD Ryzen 9 3950X, RTX 3090, ROG Crosshair 8 Hero Wi-Fi motherboard, two 16GB 3600MHz sticks of G-Skill Trident Z DDR4 RAM, an NZXT Kraken Z73 AIO cooler, Elgato 4K60 Pro, a 1TB NVMe M.2 SSD, 500GB 2.5-inch SSD, a 4TB 2.5-inch SSD, an 8TB Seagate HDD, Lian Li Streamer Plus cables, an NZXT C1200 Gold power supply, and 9 Lian Li Unifans with one black exhaust fan. All of this is being housed in the NZXT H9 Elite in black. Connected to the PC, I have three monitors, you can see them right here, and they somewhat make up two different sections of the setup. My main area has a curved 34-inch 3440 by 1440 144Hz ultrawide and a curved vertical 32-inch 2560 by 1440 165Hz monitor, both being from AOC and both being supported by these Airgear gas spring desk mount arms. I also have Philips Hue play bars stuck to the back of both monitors for some added lighting. The right side of this setup has this ginormous 48-inch 4K OLED 120Hz monitor from BenQ. This is my little dedicated racing setup area, featuring my Logitech G920 racing wheel, pedals, and shifter. I hope to get a racing cockpit one day, but for now this is my layout and it's pretty awesome, honestly. Mounted under both desks, we have cable management trays with power strips and adhesive cable clips to keep cables hidden and under control, along with an Anker 10-port USB 3.0 hub mounted upside down and seamlessly accessible from where I sit in my Secretlab Titan Evo gaming chair. This is the Softweave Plus fabric variant in the cookies and cream colorway. Now let's take a breath and focus on the peripherals and gadgets that are primarily on my desk. Every day I use a custom Glorious GMMK Pro keyboard with Aqua King switches, Dirac V2 stabilizers, a polycarbonate plate, and Desker Canyon Caps keycaps. Next to that I have a Razer Viper Ultimate mouse with some mouse grips from Amazon on it, a clear resin wrist rest from Novel Keys, an electric blue coiled cable from Glorious, and the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 wireless headphones. All of this being placed on top of the black topographic Canyon desk pad from Desker. Sitting under my monitors is a Grove-made desk shelf with desk drawer accessory. This houses some extra little tools and gadgets as well as a 12.9-inch iPad Pro with Apple Pencil 2 and Magic Keyboard attachments. Hidden away under the desk shelf is a GameCube controller adapter so I can play Super Smash Bros. Melee on my PC, along with a Lewitt Connect 6 audio interface that's routed underneath the desk and connected to Lewitt's LCT440 Pure microphone, which is attached to a Decino microphone arm. Now sitting on top of the desk shelf is my Nintendo Switch, Elgato Stream Deck XL, Anker wireless charger, 2nd gen Google Nest Hub, a little plant from IKEA, and the wireless controller puck for my BenQ screen bar Halo, which is a monitor light bar that's clipped to the top of my main monitor, and that's sitting next to my Logitech Brio webcam. I hope you guys are still with me here because I know this is a lot to take in, and if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you for the support. Let's continue. Next to where I sit is my Valve Index VR headset. I have both base stations mounted to the walls and the controller sitting on a wooden charger to the right of my 48-inch monitor. Behind the headset is a floating lamp placed next to a few more IKEA plants. I also have this larger plant hugging the left of my PC setup. Finishing off the items on the desk, on the right end we have a Govee table lamp along with some switch containers from Kinetic Labs, my Devoom Ditto pixel art display, a preamp for my record player, and my Mellitrix Zoom 65, which is an amazing 65% keyboard if you're looking for a new one. Directly above all of this is my framed Akira movie poster, which is accented by a Govee Glide wall light, and to the left of that is my IKEA pegboard, which is holding more switch containers along with a few small plants. Heading back towards the main part of my setup, mounted on the wall behind it are a bunch of cool things. You can kind of see them here. For obvious starters, I have a design I made for the lights. These are 15 nanoleaf triangles set up in a cool way that borders the edges of my main monitors. Above the lights are two command strip shelves holding some more IKEA plants and a couple of figures from some shows and games I like. I also have two controller holders for my Xbox One and Nintendo Switch Pro controller, as well as two little wall shelves for my Black Ice and Dragon Ball Z High Ground keyboards. Next is this LED wall clock from Amazon and two corner shelves that are holding some more figures and plants along with some keycaps. At this point, we're almost done going over everything in the room. We just have a few more things we gotta cover. Finally, branching away from the main desk, we have the media stand I use for my record player, as well as some more keyboards on display and an audio receiver. Propped up against the rack is my USB Guitar Hero guitar for when I play Clone Hero on my computer, computer, and next to that is a bookshelf from IKEA that's holding my Harman & Kardon Soundsticks 2 speakers, a bunch of video games and movies, all of my records, and a few more decorations just like the wall-mounted shelf I have directly above it. To the right of this are some more nanoleaf lights. These are the hexagons, and there are 10 of them in total, which are stuck right next to my No Mercy poster from my favorite game of all time and the best game ever created, Left 4 Dead. Also, because Left 4 Dead loading screens look like movie posters, it stays consistent with the entire theme of the movie posters. So I thought it was a cool way to bring a game into the decorations without straying from the theme. Bordering the edge of the ceiling on this wall are a bunch more nanoleaf lights. These are the nanoleaf lines, and there are 12 of them in total making up this design that I created. If you haven't realized by now, I like nanoleaf lights. In between both of my windows and under these lights is a really cool frame decoration of a disassembled orange Game Boy Color from 1998 with a picture of Pokemon Gold in the screen window. This decoration in particular hits pretty close to home for me because it was my first ever handheld gaming device, and Pokemon Gold was the first Pokemon game I ever played. So there's a lot of nostalgia going on here. Directly across from this wall are, you guessed it, more nanoleaf lights. Again, these are the nanoleaf lines, but this time sporting 15 of them, all accenting both door frames in my apartment and the large IKEA plant I mentioned previously. Under the lights is yet another awesome poster from another awesome movie, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Watch it if you haven't. Moving on to the final portion of this room is the entertainment area. Over here, we have 3 guitars bordering the edge of my couch. I'm looking to get a new couch, but this one is good for now. And in front of that is this really cool coffee table from IKEA that has a fold-out section that you can use for storage and as a table for eating or getting some work done. Behind this is a TV from IKEA, yet again. This stand is supporting a soundbar and 55-inch 4K Roku Smart TV that's connected to a 4K Apple TV, Elgato 4K 60S Plus, and some consoles, which are the Wii U, Xbox One X, GameCube, and my favorite console, the PlayStation 2. The coolest thing about this area of the room has to be the lights that are mounted to the back of my TV. Unprofessionally, by the way. These lights connect to this box that routes to my Apple TV, and what this box does is it helps read the image coming through the HDMI cable and then shines the appropriate colors to the LEDs attached to the border of the back of the TV. This leads to a truly amazing experience. I honestly cannot recommend getting lights like this enough. It is just far too cool. Behind the TV are Feltrite acoustic panels that I just use as a decoration, not really to suppress any sound. And this is a custom design that my friend actually helped me pick out. Then next to that, we have the subwoofer for my soundbar, a cool lamp with some more figures on the included shelves, and my backpack all right next to the door. And that is finally it, guys. That is my 2023 dream gaming room tour. I have a trillion more plans for upgrades in the very near future, especially for my computer. So this is far from the last video touring everything. I might just do one every year at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way through the video. I really appreciate the support. And like I said before, everything is linked in the description below. So that way you can pick up any of the items that you saw for yourself. Be sure to like and subscribe because doing that tells me that you like the stuff that I'm making and I can make more of it, and it's free. Also, be sure to follow me over on TikTok if you want to see more short form content and if you want to see the setup continuously evolve. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see all of you again soon. Take care.